y'all, it is Summer Kayy here on YouTube and TikTok, Summer Kayy Fit if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter. And make sure you guys are connecting with me on the platform that is best for you, because I post a lot of content on every single one of those platforms. So bear with me today because I am in a different room, so I know there's a little bit of an echo going. But I want to really talk to you guys about some healthiest alternatives that you can do during this holiday season. So this is around the time that people start to fall off. So if you haven't already been set back by the pandemic, this can be the time where self-discipline starts to be really hard, okay? It is okay to have some slips, kind of set back a little, as long as you get prepared to get back on track. But Halloween passed us. Now we're on Thanksgiving. You have the candy that's on clearance. You have the Thanksgiving food that's about to be right in our faces. And it can be hard to keep your goals in mind when you're around family and you're trying to enjoy yourself in moderation. So I wanted to talk to you guys today about two products that you can use, especially if you are peanut butter lovers, that will keep you from getting the real thing. Now we are going to go with my favorite product first, which is new. So this is not sponsored. This is not something that I'm paid for. I just really like this product. I feel like it's pretty close to the real thing. So I wanted to share with you guys. And then the other product, of course, is something that's been around a lot longer. I haven't tried it myself, but I have a lot of clients that use it. So I decided I'd make a video about it, and I'll go through what the nutrition facts are with you guys so you can know which one is best for you now. All right, so these are the two products. Neither one of them are sponsored, but Quest Nutrition, hi, if you want to sponsor me, just let me know, because I love Quest Nutrition. If you know me, then you know that I use their Quest protein chips. I've done their bars. I'm going to be honest with you. Those bars are something that you should eat if you have not eaten sugar in a while, because it is very low sugar. It is very keto friendly, meaning that it does not have a lot of carbs. When it comes to Quest Nutrition, they are, in my opinion, the best in the field at that one, okay? The chips are great. I use them on ground meat, ground turkey, and shredded cheese. I do the chili lime, loaded tacos, sweet chili, just to basically give that Dorito or nacho flavor. And it's by Quest Nutrition. Now Lily's, I've heard that a lot of people like to bake with them. They have like some chocolate covered peanuts and things like those. So I already knew about Lily's. Now I'm gonna tell you guys why I prefer the Quest Nutrition first, and it's not just because they are my favorite brands. Okay, so Quest Nutrition comes 12 in a box. They come in sets of 2. And I like that because it reminds me of an actual Reese's. Now, I love Reese's. I feel like it's pretty close to the taste, but I haven't had a Reese's in a while. This is something that you do whenever you have that craving, okay? It's not something like if you eat the whole box, of course, that's not good for you. And people need to remember that, because a lot of people will say, oh, look at the amount of calories, etc. You might as well just eat the real thing. It's not meant to just replace your everyday habit of the real thing. It's meant to give you that, get rid of that craving that you're used to. So I'm going to tell you guys about why I like this one. First of all, the protein amount. A regular Reese's, of course, is not going to have that protein amount in it. This one has 11 grams of protein, and what I like best is that it's per serving, which is 2 of them, so you can eat it as if you're eating a Reese's cup. The texture I like, it's not like a protein bar. Sometimes when you get a protein bar, it tastes like a protein bar. It's gritty. The texture is weird. You just know that you're eating a protein bar, and I don't get that from the Quest Nutrition peanut butter cups. So that's my favorite thing about it, first of all. Now, it's also 1 gram of net carbs, which means that it is keto friendly. So I let a few friends try it just to see how they like it, and I mean, they liked it. But like I said, if you're used to eating a lot of sugar, then it might not taste good to you. But I mean, I feel like it would taste good either way. You're just gonna say it doesn't taste like an actual Reese's cup, because you shouldn't be eating a Reese's cup anyways. But what it has in it is 13 grams of carbs, okay? 4 of those is fiber, which means it's your dietary fiber. There's 0 added sugar in it. Now, we just went through a sugar detox, and I remember talking to you guys about the fact that a lot of people will see healthy things and they don't pay attention to the fact that it has added sugar, and that can be detrimental to your goals, especially if it's a lot of added sugar. I have a favorite bar I post on Instagram sometimes. It's the outright bars. Those bars are really good, but they're really high calorie, really high carbs, really high fat, and like the one that's my favorite has 16 grams of added sugar. So I eat that like once every few weeks. I don't even eat it every day. So you want to make sure you pay attention to that. Now, this has 8 grams of erythritol, which is a natural sweetener. I don't know if they say it on here. I don't think that they do, but you can look up erythritol. But basically, you take the 13 grams of carbs, you take away the 4 grams for fiber, and you take away the 8 grams for erythritol, and that's how you get your 1 gram of net carbs, okay? So like I said, look up erythritol. I should probably do a video talking about the different types of sugars so that you guys know about that, so stay tuned on that. But in the meantime, you can look it up yourself to see what erythritol is. It also has 15 grams of fat. Now, that is where, you know, the peanut butter portion comes in. That is where if you are on keto, it's fine. If you're trying to watch your fat, be aware of that. To me, that doesn't make that much of a difference. That's perfectly fine with me. And then it has 190 calories. So I treat it like a meal replacement. Like, I treat it as if I'm having like one of my snacks in between. So it fits into my macronutrients. If it doesn't fit into yours, maybe just have one peanut butter cup, and of course you would do the serving size in half. But like I said, this is pretty close to a Reese's peanut butter cup. If you have been eating Halloween candy, stop that. You should not be eating Halloween candy at this point. I know that it's really hard, especially when it's on clearance, but it is not going to help you get to your goals. And we're about to get into that part of time where everybody's going to be getting ready for the new year. So these videos are going to be a lot more frequent, because you have to remember that we are trying to keep our goals in mind. So if you're going somewhere and you want a snack, go for this over an actual Reese's cup, because this is at least going to give you your protein. It's not going to have the same types of fat. It's not going to have the extra added ingredients, those types of things in there that you might be used to if you eat a regular Reese's. All right, so we're going to get into the Lilies now. I'm holding this so I can remember what to compare it to, but the first thing I want to say is this is sweetened with erythritol. This is sweetened with stevia. So a lot of people try to stay away from stevia these days for whatever reason. So that's the first thing that you should look at, is that it's sweetened with stevia. There's no added sugar though, so that's the same thing for both of these. Now, the main difference in these is this one is a full package. It says that there's 3 servings per package. Like I said, I haven't opened it, I haven't tasted it yet, but the difference is kind of like whenever you get a smaller plate to make it look like it's more full. This here, you eat 2 and you're done. This here, you eat 2, you still got some cups sitting in there. So a lot of people might eat the whole package. So if you're somebody that, you know, gives into temptation, you might want to go with something like this. Another thing is this has 130 calories per 2 pieces, because that's the serving size, whereas this one had 190. This one here only has 3 grams of protein. Now, it might say it or it might not. On there, it says the whole package has 10 grams of protein. That's still not equivalent to how much is in this one, because if you eat this whole bag, there's 400 calories in it. So you're gonna have to do 3 grams of protein, which means you're gonna have to get your protein from somewhere else. Now, it's also sweetened with erythritol, 5 grams, and it has 15 grams of carbs. So it's got 2 more grams of carbs than this here, and it's got 8 grams of dietary fiber, which, if you want to go looking at that, it has 2 times the amount of fiber that this has, which means this should keep you fuller longer. But it kind of depends. I really don't pay attention to which one makes me feel more full, if something has more fiber. But that's a comparison that I wanted to make so you guys know. So it has 15 grams of carbs, you take away the 8 grams of fiber, and then the 5 grams of erythritol, and that's how you get your carbs from that one. This one has 11 grams of fat versus this one had 15 grams of fat. So the comparison when it comes to those are pretty different, but like I said, neither one of these are an issue with my plan. It's gonna depend on what type of plan you're on. I don't have a problem eating something that's 15 grams of fat and then this has less fat, but I am somebody that likes to eat my protein. If I'm gonna eat something like this, I want it to have protein. So I'm gonna go for Quest Nutrition over Lily's, because protein is important to me. Whereas if you are somebody that is doing keto, protein isn't that much of a priority as it is looking at your carbs and looking at your fat. So this might be better for you, but of course, if you're gonna eat the whole bag, there's no point in buying that, because you're gonna be outside of your scope anyway. So that is pretty much it for these. I just wanted to talk to you guys about 2 healthy-ish alternatives that you can use right now, or if you're just getting back into working out and you want to find some healthy snacks, because you know those cravings do start to hit after the 1st or 2nd week of being on a calorie restricted plan. They do start to hit once you see them in the store, and once you start exercising, you get hungrier quicker. So it would be good to have some of these handy so that you don't give in to temptation. Both of these are gluten-free, so if you are somebody that cannot handle gluten, you can have these. Remember, the main difference is this is sweetened with stevia, this is not. This has 11 grams of protein, this has 3. They both have about the same amount of carbs, and this has a little bit more fat with a little bit more calories. So let me know if you've tried either one of these products. This one here is hot on the market, okay? When I tried to order it from Amazon the first time, I could not order it. I had to order it twice, and I couldn't find it in the stores. So make sure that you give them both a try. You can buy these in the single pack. I forget how much they are. They're $2 and some change if you go to a health food store. This one's a little bit pricier, so I forgot to add that. If you care about the price, you'll have to consider that, but you get a whole package versus 2 if you do the singles. So that's basically the difference. Let me know if you guys have tried it, if you want to try it, or if you have some snacks that you want me to review for you to let you know if they're healthy-ish for you or not. Don't forget to suggest it to other people so that somebody else can see this, especially if you feel like they need to get back on track. See y'all in the next video.